Welcome to the Nostalgia Test Podcast, the show where two longtime friends put their mainstream pop culture past to the ultimate test, the Nostalgia Test.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the newest episode of the Nostalgia Test Podcast. I'm going to do today's intro. I'm Manny here in New York with my partner, Dan Dissinger, out in LA. Dan, what is going on?
What's up? Cold day today. First cold day here in LA. I actually had to put my heat on.
Cold day. It was warm here today.
Well, warm. LA cold. I woke up, it was 60. So
that's LA cold. Has your blood thinned out so much that you need a sweatshirt today?
Oh no, I did. I wore a hoodie this morning. I had thick socks on while I was walking around the apartment. That's LA cold.
It was a little humid in New York today.
Wow.
It was cold on Saturday. It was cold. It was freezing on Saturday, actually. I was outside in a backyard fireplace. So that was fun. But it was freezing. We had 3 blankets wrapped around us.
Oh
so,
my God. I sort of miss that sometimes.
It was hot again today.
I love fall in New York. New York fall is really cold. I mean, right now you get probably 2 weeks of fall and then it's winter.
Yeah. Yeah, we're getting our 2 weeks. Actually, it's been an okay fall.
That's good.
It's an okay fall, doing a lot of leaf peeping.
As soon as I was I don't know why I even mentioned fall, because as soon as I did, I was just he's gonna go right to leaf peeping.
Mm-hmm. Listen,
I want to put the leaf peeping to bed, because this is a non-spooky season episode. Woo!
Yes. Ooh, spooky season is over. Yeah, whenever this episode hits,
we are
past spooky season.
We don't know when
we're past spooky season. While it was being recorded, it was still before spooky season was over. Yeah. I mean, Halloween's this Saturday.
Yeah, but this will come out after.
Who knows when this is we do?
No, this is podcast magic. You never know.
By the way, did you get a chance to watch Face the Music?
No, not yet, actually. I need to.
I watched it yesterday.
And?
It's a trilogy. It's as good as a trilogy will get.
Uh-huh.
There will be no more.
Oh, good. A lot of people like it.
I enjoyed it.
Uh-huh.
I did not enjoy it as much as the first one or the second one. But I also haven't seen the second one, and we haven't put that to the test. It's better than Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3.
Oh, did you watch it?
No.
Okay, because I don't want to. I
don't know if I want to waste that precious time to watch, Killer Clowns 3.
Yeah, I feel exactly. I feel like watching that will ruin it, like watching Godfather 3.
Yeah.
Well, what a perfect segue, Manny Coelho, right into our topic today of cartoon theme songs from our childhood.
Cartoon theme songs.
And openers, I guess.
The opener is awesome. But I'm going to ask you this. How are we rating this? Are you rating this on the video again? Are we basing this on is just the song? I almost want to say the video is just an added part to this.
Yeah.
The song itself needs to be tested, because if you're thinking about the jingle and you're not even seeing the actual video that comes with it, I feel like that's the test. Is it still in your brain? Do you still feel happy when you sing it or hear it or let it repeat so many times in your head? Because after you sent me these links, I've been singing these things all day. So I think that's the ultimate test. But we could talk about some of what goes on in the video.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think with this, unlike with the episode 17 of the podcast where you have the Halloween music videos, we talked about the video. The video is really important. With this, I do feel like the song itself is just the thing that we're testing.
We're not going to test the show.
No, we can talk about the show.
We can talk about it.
It's inevitable.
I mean, we can do whatever the fuck we want to do. It's our
fuck you.
Who are these people?
Fuck you, Steve.
We're arguing with the fuck you, Steve. We're arguing with ourselves. All
Yeah,
right.
exactly.
All right.
So,
So the first on the list,
oh,
the
first on the
segue.
list. There you
I
go.
did not mean to do that. Maybe I did in the back of my mind. I don't know. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yes, yes. From like in the early '80s, late '80s, early '90s, right? Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the show. I mean, just
That was
the.
on at like what channel was this? 11?
I don't
It
know, but
wasn't a WB.
no, I don't
Was
think
it
there was a
4?
W.
Channel
No,
4? Channel 5? It was on after school, right?
it was on after school, but I also think it was also wasn't it
Saturday morning cartoon.
Saturday morning as well?
Yes. Yeah.
Because I feel like it was just out of hand on Saturday, where like I would wake up and then boom, that's what I'm watching. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, like Looney Tunes, a whole bunch of stuff. Yeah, so 1987 TV series, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, huge. I mean,
Huge.
I can't even
I
begin
feel like
to understand how huge this is.
this, first of all, I mean, who doesn't know this jingle if you grew up in this time?
Yeah, I mean, come on now.
It explains everything about the turtles, who they are,
Yeah, yeah.
you know, who else is in it. I mean, there's nothing wrong with this jingle. I mean, I'm watching it right now. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, heroes in a half shell, turtle power.
Dude, so the soundtrack of this show was composed by Dennis Shailen Brown, credited as DC Brown and later as Dennis C. Brown, and Chuck Lorre, who has created some of the greatest shows on TV. I mean, Big Bang Theory. He's the creator of Two and a Half Men. He was the creator of, whatever. That's only two things. But Grace Under Fire,
Still,
Sybil, Dharma and Greg, The Big Bang Theory, Mike and Molly, Mom, Young Sheldon. I mean, this guy has been running television forever. And he wrote this and composed the music with Dennis Shailen Brown and recorded the theme song and performed the spoken parts and became a successful television producer. The performer of the song was also James Mendel, aka Miles Doppler. To date, the soundtrack has never been released for retail. So that's
I mean,
I guess that's the information. I mean, maybe I got it wrong, but sounds good to me.
I like it. I'm not going to fact check you, but I will say very catchy, tells the whole story of what you're about to watch.
Yeah.
Quick,
absolutely.
easy jingle. I love these jingles back in the day, man. They were great. I mean, I don't know if there's jingles now. I guess there might be. I mean, I'm not watching Saturday morning cartoons.
Why not? No. There are none.
I just don't have time to.
I don't think there are any to really watch.
Everybody's on YouTube.
Yeah. But like this song is just high energy right out of the bat. I mean, boom. First of all,
Shredder taught them to be ninja teens. He's a radical rat. I love those little like
ad libs.
Yeah, they're like
Leonardo
leads, Raphael is Rupert Crew. Give me a break.
I love it. It just starts and it just ends. Boom. It doesn't let up.
It's so quick.
Yeah. It's like a Slayer song where like it just starts, it goes, it ends, and it's over. It doesn't let up. It just goes all the way through like without a problem. But I mean, it is super catchy. I mean, this is like one of the more catchier songs I feel like out of all of these, except for I think one of these is just, there are a couple on this list that I feel like are super catchy, but this one definitely is insane.
We're really hip. Not dude. I love it.
Donatello does machine.
That's a fact, Jack.
Yeah, then he explodes. He's trying to make an espresso with what looks like what the hell is that? Like, you don't do machines. Like, machines do you at that point. Like,
Donatello was a guy who wanted to open up the first hipster coffee shop in the 90s.
Yeah, it takes 5 hours to make your coffee. And then, like, you explode.
And breaks down.
Yeah. But, like, Raphael still is my favorite. I mean, even after listening to the song and watching it, I'm just like, yeah, no wonder Raphael's awesome. I mean, come on.
Leonardo leads.
Does he?
Michelangelo is a party dude.
But you know what's funny? Splinter does not look wet in this in the cartoon.
No, Splinter looks pretty ill actually in this whole thing. He's a radical rat.
No, he looks like he can kick some ass. In the movie, he looks like he can hardly walk.
Yeah, no, Splinter does a lot more in the cartoon version than he did, and they did not do him justice. Maybe because like Jim Henson just couldn't make the. Maybe if they did it now, he would do more. I don't know. Is he even in the newer ones? I'm not even sure.
I'm not even sure.
I don't think so.
But I think what's weird about this one, and other than a song, watching the opener, is that Splinter was changed from a human into a rat mutant. Where like in the movies, he's a rat turned into a larger rat.
Yeah, who follows his like karate jujitsu master,
right?
And he like mimics him.
Yeah,
yeah. So I forget how they explained it in this.
Yeah,
but he definitely does turn into. Why does he turn into a rat?
I don't. That's the thing. I have no idea. But the weird thing is the pizza looks so gross. I forgot how gross cartoon pizza looks. It just looks It just looks floppy. Like it's just gross.
Dude, there's so much going on in this opener.
Yeah,
it's great.
Yeah, April has like 2 seconds of screen time. She just looks backwards, like and then that's
Fuck
it.
April.
She's gonna crash. She's driving 100 miles an hour. Turtles jump out of the roof of a van, and she's looking backwards. It's like you're dead. A lot of people die.
Yeah. No. So I mean, I like this one.
Oof.
I'm gonna say let's test this out. I'm gonna say as a song, definitely nostalgic, and it passes the damn test.
Yeah, I mean, how can I
haven't forgotten this song ever. Like anytime anyone talks about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, this is the song that pops in my head. Yeah, constantly.
Well, because there was no real song for the movie. It wasn't like it opened up and it was like Teenage Mutant. It would have been way better if it did. That would have been fucking awesome.
Would have changed the whole like ugliness of the movie. Like the ugliness of New York. Like the song is like it's totally upbeat. It's crazy, man. This song it's a real jingle. Like when you think about jingle, that's a jingle, man. That thing will not leave your brain. And it hasn't left my brain since I was a kid. And like even when you're like talking about the Teenage Mutant shows, Leonardo leads.
Yeah.
Donatello does machines.
He does machines. Like
Raphael's rude,
cool.
But cool,
And Michelangelo's a party dude. I wouldn't say Splinter's a radical rat. I would say that he's, a rat, but radical, I guess.
He's a radical rat.
Yeah. But it passes. I mean, there's not much else to say about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles song. I mean, it got me psyched when I was a kid to watch the cartoon. It gets me psyched now to watch the cartoon again. The cartoon looks amazing. I mean,
dude, I'll tell you, I've never forgot. Like, I didn't even forget like the cuts. Like, I remember that espresso machine. That was crazy. Yeah, it was good, man. It's definitely that's the easiest. Definitely goes up to the house. Easiest one. Great.
Yeah.
Great. Starting off big here.
Yeah.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Still doing well in the the second episode or third episode of ours, and doing really well right now.
Yeah.
The movie.
Oh yeah, episode 3. Go back and listen to episode 3. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles classic episode.
I actually ended up liking the movie. And, April is a home wrecker. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, there you go. Next song, Darkwing Duck.
Oh my God. Okay. First of all,
dude,
first of all, this show is crazy, but we'll get into the show. Let's go into this.
This guy, everything in this show is out of hand, but like,
I like it. It's funky.
It's just, it's got like it's just like, let's get dangerous.
Darkwing Duck.
Darkwing Duck.
Darkwing Duck. Let's get dangerous. Darkwing Duck. Darkwing, Darkwing, Duck.
Yeah, like it's
This?
weird to like. It's weird listening to these out of the idea that like we're actually gonna watch the song, but the idea that we're really just listening to the song. But I feel like it's you know the artist is the Disney Afternoon Studio Chorus of that song. That's like the most information I have on that.
So they had a Disney Afternoon chorus.
It seems
So that
like
means they
that.
recorded many of the Disney's afternoon cartoons
It
from
seems
these
that
people.
way. Yeah. I
I
mean,
okay. I could dig that. Imagine being in the studio
but see, that's
singing
the thing.
about like you're singing about Darkwing Duck. Like Darkwing Duck is basically a cheaper version of Batman. Like it's a nicer
Yes.
version of Batman.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah. He's an idiot though.
Oh, he's totally stupid. But and he's got what Launchpad, who is like the Launchpad is who's
In
the
everything.
guy? Yeah, who was that guy that we said that was in everything? He was in Wayne's World, and he was in.
Oh yeah. I'm forgetting his name now. Beecher from Oz.
Yeah, so he's the Beecher from.
He's in everything. He's in DuckTales. He's in this. I know he's in something else. I feel like on that show, Coach, the guy on that, he's that guy. I mean, I don't know.
Dude, Launchpad was a versatile character in all. Like he just jumped. He was like the guy like when they have like Chicago Fire and Chicago PD like crossover. Like Launchpad is the guy who like crossovers to all these different guys. He might have even been in TaleSpin.
I bet
in one episode.
Probably was.
He was because he's the pilot.
Oh, well, there you go.
I'm sure there's an episode where Launchpad shows up.
Yeah, I mean, he had to, right? I mean, I'm pretty sure he was in that. He's probably in like some sort of episode of Chippendale Rescue Rangers. I mean, because like, how can you not be? I mean, he's
Launchpad.
In everything else. Exactly, he's
Launchpad. And is he called Launchpad in every show?
That's his name, Launchpad, right?
Yeah, I think so.
So the writers of this song is Steve Nelson and Thomas J. Sharp, the two writers of this song. I mean, the thing is this. What's funny about these theme songs is like the seriousness that people had to sing it at. Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
you had to go, like you said, go into the studio and be like, cloud of smoke and he appears, the master of surprise. Who's that cunning mind behind the shadowy disguise? It's like, and then they stop. So can you take that from the top, please, with more feeling?
Dude, a job's a job, Dan. A job's a job. And your job is to get kids to remember.
Right.
And put this jingle in their brain so that they remember this all the time.
That's right. Exactly.
I mean, you're just selling. It's a commercial, right? It's an opener, but it's a commercial because, like, if you're singing this when it's not on, you're just thinking about Darkwing Duck all the time. So,
here's the thing I'm having a problem with this one. Like, unlike like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, I feel like classic, right? I don't know if I feel the same about Darkwing Duck. I think it's a great song, but I'm not. It's weird. Does it like the idea of like passing the nostalgia test? You're a theme song to a cartoon that I watched when I was a child, and I'm like, we really painted ourselves into a corner here. But like it, I think like Darkwing Duck, to me personally, is more of a nostalgic song. It doesn't pass, but it's like a really amazing like nostalgic memory of a great cartoon, but not necessarily something that like makes me want to go rewatch Darkwing Duck. I've watched an episode or two of it in the last couple months, and it was funny. But I think like with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, to me, I'm like, fuck, I need to watch the whole series. Like, I need to. This, I'm like, passing by, I'll watch it.
I don't really know if I thought I was gonna. I saw an episode of it, and I was surprised. I wasn't really into it. I was like, what the fuck is this show about? Right. But I don't know. I have mixed feelings about passing the test on the jingle part because I like the "Let's get dangerous" and then Darkwing Duck, Darkwing, Darkwing Duck. When there's trouble, you call DW. But the rest of it, all about like the do 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 do, the billion skies will cry. My billion is da 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 da. Like I don't like that. I don't like it.
I don't think anyone likes that.
Okay, no one knew about that shit. No one remembered. No one remembered what they said. You only remembered like the major ones. With Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, from start to end, memorized. So I guess I would say it's nostalgic to make me think about the show. Definitely find it a pretty interesting show. I guess I don't know if it was supposed to be spooky. I'm not really sure.
It's like a Batman, but like
I know it's about Batman, but it's like
goofy Batman.
Yeah, so he's kind of like making fun of Batman. Anyways, but not enough to like for me to remember the rest of the songs. The rest of the songs. So I'm gonna say, I guess I'll agree with you that it doesn't pass the test. It just stays in nostalgic land.
Yeah.
All right. Next one.
Oh, well, the next one is TaleSpin.
First of all, dude, one of my favorite cartoons.
Yes, absolutely.
Ever. Okay. I always wanted to be a kid, the cloud kicker.
Yeah.
Like surfing on clouds.
Dude.
First of all, I know it wasn't, even when I was a kid, I was like, that's not possible. Like you can't, a cloud isn't a pillow. But watching the cartoon,
yeah, exactly. You'll fall right through that cloud. They're not staying on that cloud. You're just like, if in real life,
you're just being dragged along.
Would die immediately.
Yeah. That disc, the metal disc, like you're just getting dragged by a plane. Like, that thing didn't even, it wasn't even like designed right for you to like surf the sky. Okay. So it's a boomerang that was attached to his feet, not even attached to his feet. It was metal. The kid's just getting thrown around by a plane. Like, but whatever. That's no here nor there. We're talking about the song. First of all,
the greatest breakdown ever. It's like I'm like, oh my god, I forgot how awesome that was. Like, this guy was you know what this is? Just like watching Han Solo. This is like, they took Han Solo from Star Wars and they're like, all right, let's give Baloo from Jungle Book a shitty plane and have him be like, he's a smuggler, basically,
Yeah, that's all he was. And he didn't care about a kid. He hated him. He didn't want him.
No, he hated, exactly. And that kid always had a patch on his sweater. At some point, can't he have a new sweater?
I mean, no, he wears that all the time. They don't change clothes in cartoons.
And they don't wear pants. Unless you're a woman.
He's an animal.
Yeah, but the woman wears pants.
Interesting.
Yeah, exactly.
Dude.
Same thing with Darkwing Duck. Like, he doesn't wear... Ducks never wear pants, I think, in shows. Most of the time. But I love this song. As soon as I
First of all, I love...
As soon as I heard the opener, and I heard the opener, I was just like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
This was one of the most creative shows ever, in my opinion. This show was ridiculous. The pirates with the other planes, I was like, I never knew. This show was just nuts.
It was nuts because they were like pirates, but they were like plane pirates. And they were always flying around. Yeah. And I loved Kid the Cloud Kicker. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, he would. A person would die. It would look like every time he went out the back of that huge seaplane, like he was just like holding on. And then like, that plane is going hundreds of miles an hour. Your arms would get ripped out from your torso immediately.
Well, I mean, we're talking about animals that were in the Jungle Book, and they're like, what do we do with the Jungle Book? Let's update it. Let's combine that
a pilot's license
with planes. Yeah. What a great show. I mean, I want to test this show because I remember being awesome.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love the song.
Oh, this song.
So fun. So fun. You're having a great day. Oh.
I feel like you could play this song at like a barbecue or some sort of weird, some sort of party. No one would know at first, and they might catch on. But I think people would let this go.
Dude, there's no It's not explaining anything about the show.
No, it doesn't.
It's just
says
TaleSpin.
TaleSpin. Oh yeah, TaleSpin. Wait, there's got to be a lyric.
No, it goes spin it when you go to the spin it, but spin it.
What? If that's the lyric, okay. Wait,
there is no lyric. He goes, "Let's begin." There's a lot of like plain noise.
Yeah. Okay. Here it is. OEO, let's begin. Bear it and grin it, spin it. Oh yeah, tailspin. OEO, tailspin. Friends for life through thick and thin with another tailspin. Okay, wait. It's got to be other lyrics. Let's see. No, and then it's just hey, 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 spin it. Let's begin it. Bear and grin it. When you're in it, you can win it in a minute. When you spin it, spin it, spin it. So spin it, tailspin, and then that's it.
Whatever you just did made me have a tailspin.
That's amazing. I love this song. I love this song, and oh my god, are you serious? They actually put this song on the Genius website. Someone actually had to do a lyric breakdown. They had to bring it to Genius.
Why? It has like 4 words.
Amazing. But like, I think you could actually play this song, and people just would be like, yeah, like that's fine. Like I think we can, keep this party going. And produced by Walt Disney Records, album on the Disney Afternoon album.
This was produced by Disney. This is a Disney show.
Oh,
I didn't realize that.
Jungle Book.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
One time I almost bought a pin, a TaleSpin pin.
Shut up.
Classic TaleSpin pin to wear on my hat. I almost did. There was a moment a couple of years ago. We were at the brewery. We were having like pin off where we were buying like just old vintage pins, and there was a TaleSpin one I found for $20, and it was the logo, the TaleSpin logo. Oh, I didn't get it. Get it.
Dude, do you know the show only had 65 episodes?
No way.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's fucking bullshit.
I mean, what? Then the stories were all the same.
Yeah, but you could have done.
Kid would like slide his way through things because he was like, the orphan kid that did whatever he wanted.
Yeah, but I feel like you could have had a movie.
Oh, what? A movie, a TaleSpin movie.
I would have watched that.
I would have watched that.
I mean, okay. I mean, let's get to this. I mean, this to me passes the nostalgia test. I mean,
yes.
It's like, I feel like I can't believe Jimmy Buffett didn't do a cover of this song.
I love it.
There should be a Jimmy Buffett song at this point. I mean, come on. How did he not do that? He's just getting lazy. I mean, come on.
No, this is TaleSpin.
TaleSpin. Yeah, TaleSpin.
TaleSpin, and I don't even need to watch the show because I don't want to ruin my childhood.
Yeah.
But I would say that would pass the test.
I mean, I would say
better cartoons than they have now. Anyway, we're moving on. Here's the next one.
This one is one of those shows that when I watched it as a kid, I was just blown away. I don't know why. I love the Rescue Rangers. I think the Rescue Rangers.
Sometimes.
Yeah, exactly. The lyrics.
Two Jews. Slipping on the job.
But
no case too small. No case too small.
When you need help, just call.
Bandels. Rescue Rangers.
Bandels. When there's danger. No, it never fails once they're involved. Somehow, whatever's wrong gets solved.
Yes. Basically, they took Magnum P.I. and Indiana Jones, and they made a duo.
Dude, first of all,
this was
great. I mean, Tom Selleck was supposed to be Indiana Jones. He was offered the part first.
Okay.
But he couldn't get out of his Magnum P.I. contract. But you're right. Like, when you really think about it, like, Rescue Rangers is that. It's totally like Magnum P.I. and Indiana Jones.
Sure.
I'm like, that's so crazy.
Look what they're wearing. Indiana Jones leather jacket.
And so is the other guy in there Launchpad?
Yes. Who, Spicy Jack, whatever his name? His name was something Jack. His name was like Cheddar Jack or something like that, like the cheese or something like that.
And notice how the female mouse is wearing pants. She's wearing like a whole bodysuit, and everyone else is pantsless.
Yeah.
It's
That's
so
funny
weird.
that you noticed that. I didn't notice that.
I don't know why. There's something. I mean, that's just weird to notice that. But I just think that it's just one of those weird things that, like, when you make cartoons, that's what you're, doing. Oh, I think Monterey Jack.
Monterey Jack.
Yeah, Monterey Jack.
Spicy Jack.
Then you have Spicy Jack. Gadget. I think that was a little fly, right?
Maybe.
And then but there was two. It looks like there's two Monterey Jacks. I'm looking on the IMDb page.
They have an IMDb page for cartoons.
I mean, they have it for everybody.
Well, it makes sense. Yeah.
Everyone, all the voice actors.
Well, that's like they're all actors. Yeah. Sorry.
Oh my God. They're like, dude, there was not that many episodes of this. How many episodes were there? 60? Why are there only like 60 episodes of these shows?
Because they were made for when we were kids, and that was it. And like, how much more are you gonna write of the same story? They all go like every 5 episodes are the same.
I want more episodes. I want like 100 episodes.
No.
It was like when I watched X-Men.
They can't be the Simpsons. Not everybody can be the Simpsons, because if you're not tackling like current events, the cartoon is just some stupid shit that kids watch.
I feel like when I was watching X-Men, the series, and I always got caught up in this one like long storyline that went over several episodes, and then I never saw the end, and then it was over. I think that the series got canceled around that point, and then that was it. And then I had to start it over all the time. I was like, oh, I hate starting this series over because I don't give a shit about this guy Morph. And like but I feel like the cartoons just end. Like there's no like series finale. I love that. It's just like, we're done with this. Just give a shit.
By the way, this got canceled, and there's no actual like they're never really growing up, right? So every episode is like you don't know how long they've actually known each other, or no one remembers what happened the last time, or else they wouldn't get in trouble again.
Yeah, I mean, I love Rescue Rangers just because like you could draw so many interesting things because their world is so small, and then you just have to like create all the stuff that we might see in like an action movie or an action show, and you draw it at like. You make it out of all these things like pencils and balloons and all sorts of crap. I loved watching it. I was obsessed with it all the time.
Oh, it was great. Launchpad might have been in this, but he would have been huge. But he would have been huge.
He must have made an appearance at some point, right? I mean, he's in everything.
It depends on whether or not Launchpad was owned by Disney or was that Warner Brothers.
Dude, I don't know, but I am like love this show.
It's a good show.
But this song is also really great. See, I feel like the more energy you put into it, the people singing this are just like
Doublemint Gum.
Oh my God.
Doublemint Gum.
Yeah. This is like, all right, now sing this one about like Pepsi. But like it's like they're singing it as if it's like, like Stairway to Heaven. And I think when you put that type of energy into it, and you could say whatever you want. I mean, Darkwing Duck was good, but I feel like it was more like the song was goofier than like the Rescue Rangers or the TaleSpin song. Even though the TaleSpin song was kind of goofy, but like it knew what it is and it just went all the way. I feel like Darkwing Duck kind of held back a little bit. It was like Darkwing Duck, yeah. When there's trouble, you go. But the Rescue Rangers is like in your it's just I don't know. It's just got more energy.
I think because the show had a different energy. So far, we're just like high energy. I don't think Darkwing Duck was very high energy. I think it was supposed to try to be like darker,
like Batman.
Sure.
But but remember the opener to Batman, the original Batman cartoon? I mean, that got me excited to watch Batman. I don't get excited to watch Darkwing Duck by that song. It's like,
that was good. Yeah, but that was a different style. Like you were kind of like, I agree.
Yeah,
I agree.
I'm gonna say that Rescue Rangers passes the nostalgia test. I mean, I'm a grown man talking about Chippendale Rescue Rangers, but I'm loving how much I love this song. So fuck yeah, it passes. So that's Rescue Rangers We're flying through these, Manny.
Next.
What is next?
I lost the link. So just say it, and then I'll remember.
I think it's DuckTales is the next one.
Yes, DuckTales is the next one. DuckTales. Okay. Fucking great.
This show is out of hand, dude.
It's hurricane. It's a duck world. Shout out to Jeremy.
Oh, shout out to Mid Jeremy. Quack quack.
Congratulations on the new kid.
Yeah, there you go. Lil Duck.
DuckTales. Woo!
I mean, another great song.
DuckTales. Ooh, I could always picture, like, imagine, like, they had the band, they're, like, dancing to this.
Yeah.
The danger lurks behind you. There's a stranger. DuckTales. Woo!
So the show's theme song was written by a guy named Mark Mueller. Also, Lunchpad McQuack later returned to appear in another Disney animated series, becoming a main character in Darkwing Duck. So there you go. I mean, so you have. Oh God, wait. Okay, I have to shut this one off. This is. I hate this one. Okay, I can't deal with that next one. So the guy Mark Mueller is an American songwriter, two-time winner of the ASCAP Pop Award for writing one of the most performed songs of the year on Billboard Hot 100 Top 10 Singles and one #1 adult contemporary hit. Songs he has written have been featured in verified gold and platinum records in 4 consecutive decades. He wrote music for the theme songs for both DuckTales and Chippendales Rescue Rangers, and also for the TV series as well as the 2017 DuckTales reboot. He is out there doing some work. He's out there.
This guy knows his jingles.
Yeah, he definitely does.
Dude, imagine you come up with this jingle. Like, you might like have an awesome outlook in life if you're just like constantly thinking of like happy tunes like this, you know?
Yeah.
It's a duck world. Like, this guy's just in a happy mood. Like, he's talking about ducks. Like, it's a cartoon about ducks. And one guy is Scrooge McQuack. The guy is supposed to be
Duck.
Scrooge McDuck. It's a fucking quack.
Yeah, he jumps in a pile of money. That man should die.
That hurts, by the way. Yeah, that's not possible.
No, you can't just jump in.
First of all, it's not even possible for ducks to talk unless you're Jeremy. But like, you know, whatever. And it turns into waves. Whatever.
That was crazy. But
I love
he's written some songs he wrote That's What Love Is For by Amy Grant, which was on the chart for 3 weeks on the Billboard chart. He wrote a song for Heart, the band Heart. He wrote songs and co-wrote songs for Earth, Wind, and Fire. I mean, this guy's been writing songs for people like his whole career. But I mean, you know, it's so funny to think like he's written songs for these like really huge artists, but he's also out there writing the opening songs for like Rescue Rangers and DuckTales.
Yes, dude, this is a good show.
Yes, it was. It was such a good show.
It was a good show. I liked it. I thought. I mean, I'm sure.
Yeah.
What were those? What were the brothers? They're evil. Like, they always had like jail numbers on them.
Oh yeah,
what
those
were they
like
called?
Were they dogs? I don't even know what they were called though.
I don't know what they were, but they were like a whole team, and they had a mom who like bossed them around.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the Goonies.
Yeah, and there was also the other duck that, like, I guess the more Irish,
the Scottish duck.
Scottish duck. Yeah.
Who, like, exactly.
You know, whatever his name was, like, what was it? McDuff? Was his name McDuff?
McDuff. Might have been McDuff.
Dude, everything about this show. Also, this is like another Indiana Jones, but like a rich Indiana Jones. Because there's always a crazy adventure, and I love the episodes that went on for several episodes.
Yes,
there's like these huge adventures. I love those episodes.
Dude, he was in space.
Yeah, I mean, you know, and these are Donald's nephews, right? Or kids?
Yes,
or nephews?
I think they're Donald. No, they're his kids and Uncle Scrooge.
Well, then
is Donald's brother.
See, that's where I get mixed up, and there's a whole family tree of ducks. So the premise, holy shit!
What was the duck's name? Huey, Louie, and Dewey.
Yeah, Huey, Dewey, and Louie. So listen to the premise. When Donald Duck decides to join the U.S. Navy, he enlists his uncle Scrooge McDuck to look after his nephews, Huey, Dewey, and Louie. So those are his nephews.
So where's the original father?
Is he dead?
He might be dead.
I have no idea. That is so
like, why is this his
weird.
nephews? Why not? Why is he looking after his nephews?
I don't know.
And he uses his other brother to like.
Oh, Big Time Beagle, Baggy Beagle, Poe, and Bubba. These are like the
Those
Beagles.
are the Beagle brothers.
Babyface Beagle, Burger Beagle, Bouncer Beagle. There's a lot of beagles.
They're so they're supposed to be beagles. They're supposed to be like dogs.
Oh my god, this show is out of hand. Sometimes when you think of like how like the premise of these shows, they just like started to grow into craziness. But like,
first of all,
yeah.
Does Donald show up at all?
No, sometimes. I remember him showing up in the show.
And where's the brother? Where's this? Where the?
I don't know where their father is. Is it the duck, you see in the opener that like has a almost like a rounder head and is in like the knight? Like he dresses like a knight at some point. I don't know.
No, I thought that was like his like friend who's a scientist.
Oh, where he steals probably steals his technology to be rich.
Maybe.
I mean, I'm down for this song.
It's like a hurricane. It's a duck world.
Airplanes.
It's a duck blur. Or rewrite history. Yeah, they travel through time. This is a little bit like Back to the Future as well.
It's also weird to say like to have a character who's super rich and then have a line in the opening theme to say and rewrite history. It's just like, I don't know if we gotta get back to that for a second. I don't think you should be putting that in your show about a trillionaire being like, maybe we'll do this, that, and rewrite history. Why not?
Sure. But he always ended up being like a nice guy too. He always like started off like being a dick and then being nice.
Because he had those nephews.
Yeah. All right. So he passes the test.
Yeah, it passes the test. Why? I'm saying it passes. I love this song.
It stays in your head, like we said. As long as it stays in your head, like Dark McDuck is like only two phrases do. So he's staying back there.
Like DuckTales, the theme makes me want to watch the show. Like I want to watch it now.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So now, first of all, the next one starts off so dumb, but whatever. We're gonna go into it because I was realizing what this is. Captain Planet. Earth.
Fire.
Wind.
Heart.
Go
I never
Planet.
understood that one. Heart.
They just needed to do one. And they wanted to make you say that you needed heart for all this.
That kid got screwed for power. Heart. It's just like, what do you do with that? Don't know.
Well, he makes people nicer. First of all, this is like a PSA on polluting.
Yeah.
Disguised as the X-Men.
Yes. Or like Voltron.
Yeah. But they didn't have powers. They had rings that had powers.
Kind of like the Green Lantern, which is like one of the worst characters ever.
Yeah. And if you just wanted to change the world, use heart. That's it. Okay. Yeah. You didn't need fire. You didn't need wind, nothing. You just pointed at the person or the animal because that heart could get controlled by either or. Like if there was an animal coming at me and kill me, freaking boom, give it heart. That was it. That's all you needed in this.
Yeah.
And spread it out and tell everybody to not pollute.
First of all, be honest, I hate this show.
Okay, I used to like this show. I think I did. But I was thinking in my head, they didn't solve shit from this show being on. No, but everyone's still polluting. Climate change is still happening. We're still dealing with all these things. What was this show for?
Nothing. To sell cartoons, bro.
To
sell bullshit. Dude,
Captain Planet, he's a hero, gonna bring pollution down to zero.
Dude, do you remember the show Widget the World Watcher?
No.
You don't?
No.
Okay. So Widget the World Watcher was kind of like the same thing in a way. He was like an alien He was a short purple extraterrestrial. He spun like a top, and then he like changed into certain things. Each episode would have Widget contending with a villain from either Earth or outer space wishing to exploit Earth's environment or natural resources, similar to Captain Planet and the Toxic Crusaders, which that show was fucking weird.
Oh yeah.
But this show was so weird, and I used to watch that more because I like that show better than Captain Planet, Widget the World Watcher.
Really?
Oh yeah.
No, I don't ever remember that one. I did watch Captain Planet a lot. I always remembered that the fire guy reminded me of Gambit. Like he had like that attitude, like the Gambit attitude, you know.
Yeah.
But like
Gambit.
The show was whatever. As far as the song,
yeah.
What do you think?
I don't like it. I also don't think that it's nostalgic. I
what?
Don't like it.
I disagree. I think it's definitely nostalgic just because I did watch the show a lot.
Yeah. I'm saying
Ozone Patrol. Shout out to Billy, Ozone Patrol. But I don't think it would pass the test.
I'm saying it's bad for me because I just hated it as soon as I started listening to it. I was like, ugh. It made me want to pollute.
Like, it made you want to pollute.
Yeah.
Well, you were a smoker for one part of your life, so you definitely polluted a lot.
Oops. Does not pass for you though, but you're just saying it's nostalgic.
It's definitely nostalgic. I don't think it passes. It doesn't make me want to watch this. The show annoyed me because there's one part it looks like Echo the Dolphin when the dolphin like flies up into the sun. But like it just annoyed me because I was just thinking like they never really did anything without having Captain Planet having to show up. Like
yeah, they couldn't do shit without him.
You know. And like he didn't really do anything for the world. Like that show exploited cleaning up the planet and then like nothing happened. Like Dude, they just wanted to sell action figures and rings.
I sent you a link in the chat of Widget the World Watcher intro opening. This show is bugged out. The people who created this show, they really need to go to rehab or something. Like it is out of hand.
Widget the World Watcher?
Yeah.
All right, so whales being caught. So that's just like exactly like. Oh, I think I saw what's happening. Rhinos. Wait, what is this? They're fighting cosmic? Okay.
Oh my god. This show is crazy.
Oh, dude, I remember this guy, but I never got into it.
I like this show. I don't know why. I just didn't like Captain Planet. I just didn't get it.
But you like Widget the World Watcher.
Yeah.
Who turns into monkeys.
He turns into
different things.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you ever do like, was it Dino the Last Dinosaur? Or is it Denver? Denver, the last dinosaur. He's our friend and a whole lot more.
Yeah, of course I did, bro. What are you kidding? Like, that show is ridiculous.
All right, let's move on here. Okay. We're going to be here forever.
Right. Yeah, absolutely.
All right, so Ghostbusters, we're skipping over this list.
Yeah, now we're actually done with this list and we just go straight to Animaniacs.
Oh, yes.
Now, there is a new Animaniacs actually coming, like, it's now out. I believe are coming out, soon. So that's happening.
Dude, Animaniacs was a crazy show.
Yeah, Animaniacs was quite possibly one of the greatest cartoons to ever happen in my entire life.
First of all, the jingle.
Yeah.
We're Animaniacs.
Yeah.
And we're zany to the max. Animaniacs. Oh, I love it. I love it because it tells the whole show. Yeah. It tells the whole show, like,
and they tell
why
you,
they
now
exist.
You know the plot. Boom, done.
Yeah, every day they get locked up.
Oh yeah. It's
like Dot is cute. Yakko's yaks. Oh, Bill Clinton plays the sax. Like, what is?
I mean, it also spawned one of the greatest shows, like Pinky and the Brain.
Yeah, some would say no because it didn't last that long.
No.
But I love all the different characters, and it was a sketch show. This show was crazy. This show was great.
It was a sketch show. I love the mime.
And a maniac.
Mime time was
Those
one of
are
my
the
favorite
facts.
parts. Mime
Dude.
time, or what they say, good idea, bad idea. I love that. The everything about this show was just I needed to watch it. Like it was just like one of those cartoons that I was just like so sad when it was canceled.
They dealt with a lot of like current events.
Well, dude, on the first episode, they did a song where it was like every city or
American
country in
state.
the world.
Yes, 50 states.
Well, they did the 50 states, but they also did the world.
50 states and capitals.
Yeah.
Was the first thing.
Oh, was that it? Because they also did a world one, I remember. And I thought that was insane. It was like the we didn't start the fire of cartoons. Like
really? It was the world one? I'm looking at the one that says 50 states and capitals.
Nations of the world. There it is.
Oh, yes. You're right.
Yeah. The nations of the world. Here. I mean, like, it's the greatest show on the planet. Here, it's in the chat.
I'm looking at my other thing. Okay. Oh, yes. This is it. I remember this.
I tried doing this once, like singing this, and I was like, it wasn't happening. Like, you couldn't keep up.
Those are the facts. And now, the nations of the world. Brought to you by Yaki. Oh, I like it.
How do you write this, though? Like, you know what I mean? Like, how do you sit and write this song?
Who wrote it?
The Nations of the World song?
Yeah.
It looks like Randy Rogel. It looks like this guy, Randy Rogel.
I wonder what the outtakes of this was. But the song, Animaniacs.
Oh, the opening theme?
Those are the facts. Passing the test. This and the show, I can't wait till it comes back because I will watch that show.
Oh,
I hope they keep the theme song because that theme song is an ultimate nostalgia test passing theme song. That's like right up there with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
When they reboot it or when they bring it back or whatever it is that they're going to do with it, and if they do not have the opening song, then what's the point?
That was the point. The song is great. It explains everything that's going on. Like, even if they have new characters, let's say they have other, like, because they had the birds, they had Pinky and the Brain, they had that squirrel. Even if they have those, but they put in explaining that, and they still have them all dancing and stuff, that'd be great. I loved it. And I love that they like the show itself. I want to do the show because we can talk about that show forever. Like, they break the fourth wall in the show. Like, it's great. I mean, most cartoons, like Bugs Bunny did that a lot.
Oh, my favorite episodes of Bugs Bunny were when they had the artist drawing and like the character speaking to the illustrator, and he would like mess with the character. That was like one of my favorite episodes, and I was always hoping that it would come on. And then when I would catch it, I was like, oh, thank God.
Definitely passes the test.
Yeah. Now we're in a weird space here.
Because I don't know how to. This is not a jingle.
Yeah. So the next one is the He-Man opening theme. I was so excited about this.
Yeah.
And then it's just He-Man, I didn't know his name was Adam. Now that was like, I was just like, okay. And he's got a scared tiger. Okay.
Cringer.
Yeah.
He's called Cringer.
Okay. He's got this gigantic sword in his back.
By the power of Grayskull.
I love how, like, when
He-Man.
That's the theme song. It's just He-Man.
Yeah, it's like the animal. Nothing can stop. The animal. That's what this is.
Yeah, he's the most, and then he punches us in the face.
He's the most powerful man in the universe. He doesn't seem that great.
No, and then he has this poor girl wearing like a miniskirt. He has this weird Orko. It's just, I don't know where they made that guy. And then these villains, and then that's it. He-Man done.
It's not even a jingle.
I don't even want to watch He-Man anymore. That ruined He-Man.
I don't know. We should definitely try it out.
I think what's funny is like he had all these clothes on. He then goes, and then I'd say this thing, and I become, He-Man, whatever. And now he's got like bondage clothing on. It's like he was like, wait a second, how are you supposed to fight in that? Like you're fighting.
What is he supposed to be? Was he a prince?
I don't know, but his castle's scary as fuck.
He-Man and the Masters of the Universe.
Well, who are the masters of the universe?
I mean, I guess that's why we have to.
I mean, like he just tells me a story, and I'm like, okay, like got it. I got it. It's the thing you do. Well, is there a song? Like, can I get hyped up for this?
Yeah, it's called He-Man. He-Man. And he goes, I have the power.
Yeah,
that's what you get all excited about.
Very weird.
And he only, well, first of all, if you had that power, why are you shutting the power down? Do you get tired? Why do you need to go back to a normal human?
I would never.
Like, wouldn't you just stay as He-Man?
Of course I would. But aren't you always He-Man? That's what I don't get. He's not like he has less muscles.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know.
I
think Billy's been watching it lately. So when he comes on, because he's going to be our next guest, ladies and gentlemen, Billy. Bobo. One of our best friends growing up. One of my neighbors. Neighbor growing up.
Yeah.
Literal next door neighbor. I know he's been showing his son He-Man, so I'm going to ask him that. We got to remember to ask him.
We have to, because I want to know how he explains to his kid what this is.
Yeah, this does not. I don't think this passes the. It's not even nostalgic.
No,
it didn't even do anything for me.
It's bad. This is terrible.
I did have a lot of action figures, though.
I did. I sold them all, though. My dad made me sell them.
What, at a garage sale?
Yeah, of course.
Before Let Go?
Yeah, we used to sell all our toys. I don't know why.
Evil.
I don't know why, but it was like I was told I didn't have to, but if I wanted, but like, I don't know.
But you needed some money.
To buy Nintendo or buy other Nintendo games or something like that. I don't know what kind of lessons I was learning, but
anyways, everything's temporary.
Everything's temporary. Yeah, I had a very Buddhist upbringing.
Yeah. All right. So next one.
Oh, dude, I have.
How do you feel about this one?
Oh my god.
Transformers.
It is so weird. Like.
It's really just more electronic, right? Transformers.
Yeah, I was like,
more than meets the eye.
Yeah, and there were a lot of them to choose from because there was a lot of eras of Transformers. And I chose the most, like season 1 or the one from 1984, which is the one I watched mostly, was this version. The one thing that was cool was seeing some of the Transformers again, especially that guy that shoots a cassette tape at him.
Oh, I had that guy.
Like, was he bad or good? I forget.
No, was he bad?
Okay.
No, I thought he was a good one. I'm not sure.
First of all, Transformers got the shortest theme, 34 seconds.
Dude, they had to get right into it. I mean, that was it. Transformers, more than meets the eye. And that was it.
And a bunch of lasers, a bunch of fighting.
What are you going to have Optimus Prime say some shit?
I love that, like, Transformers, every time they fought in, like, the middle of the desert. They were never near buildings or really, I think, ever near people.
No, because it was only robot war.
And they were always trying to get remember those blocks, like the energy blocks?
Yeah.
Like, where were they? They were, like, buried everywhere?
The sparks?
Yeah.
Yeah, they were buried on the planet. They needed energy.
First of all, this is like one of the sadder cartoon movies when there was a movie and Optimus Prime dies in it.
Crazy.
Optimus Prime dies a lot. I feel like he's one of those characters that always dies.
He's actually not that much of a Prime person.
He's Optimus Beta.
He just dies. Optimus Beta.
Now, I love some of the
Optimus 1.0.
Yeah. Optimus Windows 95. I loved some of the bad robots, like Starscreamer, right? I think that was his name. But I will say that this is one of the cartoons that had some of the most annoying voices of all time. Everyone just sounded like they were always screaming at you all the time.
Well, they just had to put like a robot effect.
Yeah, but everything was like, ah! And it was just like always like that.
It was kind of like Cobra from G.I. Joe. He was always kind of screaming too.
Oh my God. All the time with him.
All the time.
All the time. But I felt like with Transformers, I felt nostalgic when I heard it. I think like I was like, oh, Transformers. Because I also, when I was in Man, I was such a nerd in high school and middle school. I mean, I just continued to watch cartoons my whole life. Like I was always watching like Beast Wars before going to school,
Yeah.
and that was a Transformer show. And I loved watching
Dude,
that.
I liked that when we got older. That one was
Yeah,
cool.
yeah. Beast
Yeah, didn't
Wars
they
was
do
the
a lot
shit.
of like they got into like the computer animation,
Yeah,
not
yeah,
like Pixar, but like computer.
yeah.
If you know what I'm talking about, like
Like the
CGI, but like
Mist.
right before, yeah, missed CGI. Yeah, it was an
Yeah,
interesting era.
yeah. Do you remember when you got your computer and you always went on the encyclopedia to look at all the videos on the encyclopedia?
It's I remember when I had encyclopedias. That shit was
I
crazy.
did, yeah. Yeah.
You always have to get the updated version.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I loved it. It was great. I was like, oh my God, look, it's a short, it's a 10-second video of a shark. No one ever
Now
saw
you
it
can just go to
before.
YouTube for it.
Yeah, now you go to YouTube and you watch people get attacked by sharks.
Yeah. What do sharks do? This is what they do.
Oh, let me
All right.
watch 10 minutes of people falling on their faces off a skateboard.
Human fails.
Yeah, yeah. I am saying it doesn't. I think it doesn't pass the nostalgia test. It
No, I think
remains
it's nostalgic, but it's
Yeah,
not. It's not bad. It's just like it didn't really. I think of the show more than I think about the opening of it.
absolutely, absolutely. Yeah. Well, Manny, we're coming down to our final cartoon, and I feel like it's quite possibly. Well, it's the opening theme to Ren and Stimpy, everybody. And if you don't know who Ren and Stimpy are, get with it. Because this is one of the greatest fucking shows ever.
This
Ah,
show is crazy.
I want to dance
Was
right
this
now.
on MTV?
Ren and Stimpy was on. Let me see again. Let me check this out. Yes,
While you
go.
check this out, no lyrics, just a band playing. Reminds me a little bit of like for some reason I think of like Sandlot when like they're
Yes.
when they're running, when Benny's running, you know,
Mhm. Yeah, yeah.
and they
yeah.
get in the pickle. But like upbeat, you definitely need to see the opener. Like
Yeah.
the song is one thing because there's no lyric. I'm just gonna give you a taste. Yeah. So
good.
like it's but when you're watching the beats to what's going on the screen, you're like,
Yeah.
what the fuck is this show?
What is this show about? They did a powdered toast man. Like that was the greatest thing I've ever seen in my life.
What are they? What was
Well,
Ren and Stimpy?
Well, Ren. So Ren and Stimpy is an American animated television series created by John. I'm never going to be able to pronounce his last name. For Nickelodeon, that premiered on August 11, 1991. The series follows the adventures of the title characters Ren Hoek, an emotionally unstable and sociopathic Chihuahua, and Stimpy, a good-natured yet dim-witted cat. So it was created for the first original animated series on Nicktoons alongside Rugrats and Doug. In contrast with the other shows on the network, the series was controversial for its dark humor, sexual innuendos, adult jokes, and shock value. So that's a little bit about Ren and Stimpy. I mean, I don't know what the premise is. The premise is like insanity. I feel like the premise is just like tripping out.
Yeah, it was, it was like Pinky and the Brain.
Yeah.
Like the brain is smart but insane, and that was what it was. Like Ren is crazy.
Oh, yeah. No, Ren was crazy. I mean, that episode, the Space Madness one, I love that episode.
Don't they have didn't they have like the log? Everyone loves the log.
Yeah,
Log,
yeah.
log.
Log. Everyone loves a log. That was the best thing. And then Powdered Toast Man, just the overall stories of Ren and Stimpy. That was another show though, like where people screamed a lot in your face.
I think it was like it was like the SpongeBob of our time.
Gross. It was also really gross.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You always like food in someone's mouth, teeth.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
But really,
do you want a toy?
I love that show. And I think the opening music was fucking awesome. I mean, I have nothing bad to say about that song. To me, that song not only got me psyched up to fucking watch the show, it also got me psyched up to just keep playing the song. Like I would just play that song because it's so good. It's just a really awesome song. I have no problems with it. And I thought it was just fun. I mean, I'll probably listen to it again.
I like it.
Yeah.
It's good.
I think it
rolls downstairs. Lock.
Totally passes
it's wood. Yes, definitely.
I mean,
and the show is probably insane to go watch.
Yeah. I mean, out of all of these, really, the only ones that I didn't like was Captain Planet, He-Man. I mean, that's really it. I mean, there are a couple that stayed nostalgic, like Darkwing Duck and stuff, but really, He-Man and Captain Planet for me really let me down. I was really let down, though, by He-Man, only because I thought He-Man actually had a fucking song.
Okay. See, I was not let down by Captain Planet. I actually liked that show. I probably think the show is crap now, but I just didn't think it passed the test. But
I did not like it. I don't know why. I'm like, it's just one of those things, I guess. I just didn't like that show. I mean, to me, I was more of a Voltron person.
What does that even mean, dude? That doesn't mean you couldn't like Captain Planet.
It doesn't mean I couldn't like
you
Captain
just don't
Planet?
like the planet.
No, I like the planet. I just wanted to be saved by
no.
besides Captain Planet.
We're all Captain Planet.
I know we have the power. I know they gave us the power. And what did he say? What
did he say? The power is yours.
Oh, something like that. Yeah, the power.
With your powers combined, I am Captain Planet.
Yeah, but without your powers
combined,
people to
save the Earth.
Exactly. It only takes 5 people to save the Earth, right?
That's it.
5 people to save the Earth.
Although you need is the fucking guy with the heart, which is the stupidest one at the end because it doesn't even go. And the heart guy, you just point that at everybody. Like I said,
do you know what the problem? Yeah, but the other thing is, you need 5 people, and you need 5 people that are all going to wear khakis. They're all going to wear khaki shorts. They look like
they're on the fucking safari all the time.
They're badly dressed. It's terrible. They're probably all wearing probably hemp.
They're all from different parts of the earth. Yeah, it's probably hemp. They all met at Woodstock.
They're in a cult.
They're all in this. They're in this cult. Baby. And haven't bounced out of it. Like, with ours combined, we can hug trees.
Yeah, like, get the hell out of here. Where's Widget?
Anyways, all right. So, where's Widget?
Oh God, people, thank you. I mean, we'd love to hear your thoughts
I don't know
on this list. I mean, I'm
gonna ask you this before we finish this off, Dan. Dan, hold on before you end this show and wrap it up here. What's your favorite jingle?
Oh, that's a good one. See, it's for me, it's between Ren and Stimpy, Animaniacs, and TaleSpin. Because and I'm gonna probably go with. I think I'm going with I'm going with Animaniacs, and the reason is because I know that Animaniacs every week changed that one part of the song. And I always looked forward to that one change. You know what I mean? Like, all right, what joke are they giving me now this week? Kind of like, The Simpsons, like with the couch. Like how they had that one on the couch.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. Yeah. But I'll have to agree.
Close second.
Mine was it was either going to be Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles or Animaniacs. And I'm going to go with Animaniacs because just how crazy.
Yeah.
And there were so many lyrics in it. Like, there's just so many words. And they did that all within like so many, like, and you just like, you were hanging in there like, yeah, let's do this.
Yeah, dude, I'll tell you that show is just so good. I will watch the new episodes. I have to. Yeah. I have to rewatch all the old episodes and watch the new ones, but.
All right, guys. Thank you for hanging in. Let us know what is your favorite jingle. Did we miss anything? Did we get anything wrong in your opinion?
Did we get it wrong? But
or does it even matter?
Does it even? I mean, I'm going to put the list.
But we would like to know. Yeah.
Yeah.
List is in the show notes. let us know if there's any other one that stands out that didn't make the list. Subscribe, like, share.
Oh, yeah.
Do the things that you need to do.
Yeah. And
to spread the word.
Subscribe to the YouTube channel because we just started putting up video clips, small little clips of the episodes up there. So definitely subscribe to the YouTube channel. And when you suggest a test, if you want, tell us who you are. If you want to shout out on the on the podcast once we do the your episode. But also, if you're going to suggest like a list like this, suggest the whole list. Give us the list. Because one cartoon theme isn't gonna, cut it for a whole episode.
No, you got to give us the whole list. Just subscribe, hit us up, make a jingle up, make a jingle for the Nostalgia Test podcast.
Yeah, why not?
Maybe we'll sing it.
Yeah, make some fan art.
I have beautiful lines.
Beautiful lines.
All right, guys.
Oh my God.
We'll see you next time
on the next Nostalgia Test. All right.
Thanks for listening to today's episode. Please subscribe to the Nostalgia Test podcast to know when new episodes drop. Don't forget to leave us 5 stars and a positive review so more people can find the podcast. Share your thoughts and memories on today's topic on our Twitter @NostalgiaTest and on Instagram @TheNostalgiaTest. Tune in next time because you never know what pop culture will pop up on the Nostalgia Test.